Hey guys, and welcome back to the fucking hell, Dyson Sphere program with Arumba.
0 for 2.
I'm doing well.
One of these intros he's gonna get right. You'll see. You'll see.
It'll prove you all wrong.
How's it going? I'm doing well.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
There's some weird fuckery with these stations and like how close they can be, and I think it's like some sort of phantom grid crunch.
From being too close, like to a tropic line, or what?
Yeah, come here and have a look at this. It's not even close to a tropic line, though. Like it's miles away from a tropic line. Or not a tropic line, but a grid crunch line. Like, I don't get it.
The amount of foundation that it takes now without that one mod is ridiculous. I just spent 3,500 or so just to fill in a tiny little bit. Where are you? You're on Earth?
Yep.
I'm orbiting. Operation locate Steejo. There he is. Alright, what's up?
Yeah, try and put another logistics station where you would expect it to fit between these two. Like right here.
Yeah, that's the closest I can place it. That's off,
Yeah,
right?
that's look how far off that is.
Huh. Are you sure that they're lined up properly? Middle. Your second tower on the right column is not lined up. This one. Right.
A little bit.
Here. Look. Here's the midpoint. See?
Well, I think it was the second tower on the left wasn't lined up correctly.
Look. Look at the
One
belt.
off. Yeah, the
it's
one on the left's one off. But that shouldn't make any difference. It should only.
Well, it should. It should make it so that you're off by 1.
Yeah, by 1. But this isn't off by 1. This is off by a factor.
Well, how much you want to bet, like, the problem compounds? That you're off by 2 at some point. That one's still lined up. And this one's off by 2. Yeah.
This one was off by 1.
This one should be able to go, in theory.
This one's off by 1. It's not off by 2.
What about, are they all lined up vertically as well? Like, they might not be, I don't know. This is why I like to use the thing with the little dots. Like, I find the dots to make it so much easier to just guarantee I'll line them up. You know? You throw down this little thing, and then instead of trying to like line up the center point of the big ghost image where you can't actually see it, you just line it up so that the little dots they form like a little shape. Like this. Except that it doesn't work because I don't know.
Exactly.
I have to put them 2 away. No, that's the issue is foundation. I don't have any foundation. No, it says too close to another. I don't understand. This doesn't make sense because this
Exactly, it doesn't make any sense.
There should only be 1 tile between, not 2. That's 2.
So it must be some weird like grid crunch that it doesn't show that's causing it. It's not a big deal. It's just annoying.
Keep trying to make blueprints. None of them are good. None of them work because. Yeah.
Because the game doesn't want to be perfect.
Nope. Well, it is perfect without varying planet sizes.
Yeah, that's it. But it's fine, doesn't make that big a deal. If it's off by 1, it's just not very nice from a fake OCD.
Remember how ages ago I wanted to have like charging points around the equator? I don't like them anymore. I'm deleting them.
Okay.
They just take space. And then it would make us build dumb.
And we don't really need charging points anymore.
Yeah, that's the bigger one, bigger reason.
I mean, we don't even need solar panels at this point, but... Or rather, we shouldn't need solar panels at this point.
Well, the solar panels, they do have a nice purpose, and that's that they're kind of a cheap way to establish a power grid. Like a ring, you know, that then you can just connect to it and know that you're going to be connected to one big power grid. But, yeah.
How's a mega structure going? It's looking good, man!
Is it? I feel like we are not making any progress at building things.
How's science? Are we still lacking science?
Yep.
Jesus. Okay, so this is 4, 5, 6.
I'm requesting coal and we're not getting any coal. How is that possible?
That is definitely not possible.
No. According to this, I'm looking at LSTM Global, there is no coal in any of the towers, any of the mining towers. We're just out of coal.
Wow.
So that's going to be, it's going to, again, shut everything down.
Yeah, another one. Yep. A and 2 inputs. So I need a 2 input, 1 output assembly machine. Do 3 inputs, 3 inputs, 3 inputs. 3 inputs. Oh god, that's all sorts of fuckery.
Okay, so yeah, I want to focus up. I want to like get science all in one place and organized and good, because it's not right now. I'm gonna do that. God, this planet is big.
Trying to upgrade all my belts to Mark 3.
Hey, does the game still lag as much when I'm foundationing as it did when we were using the other mod?
Are you foundationing just now?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Ah, darn. I was hoping maybe that it would have better performance without that mod.
Well, I was like, it's hella laggy right now. That's why.
Yeah. Whoops.
Got such a nightmare that I built so much of this without Mark 3 belt. Like without blue belt.
Yep, and then you gotta upgrade it and then update all your blueprints, and there's no way to like easily update the blueprints. You gotta just make the new blueprint, and if you name it the exact right name, it'll replace the blueprint, but only if you get it perfect. If you get it any different, then you got 2 copies, and you don't know which one's the right one. You know what I'm saying?
I just didn't take a blueprint in the first place, because I knew it needed upgrading.
Oh. I see.
There you go. Okay, so the blue belt, the blue goop is now better. It's now all blue belted. Because I noticed that we were actually running out of blue goop. I'll check, make sure there's no bottleneck icons on any of these. And there's not. I'm sure this was also made to be better factories, but maybe I'm wrong. Because that does seem like a full blue belt of blue goop. At least close enough.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you made that, you were trying to make it a blue belt. You were kind of all about the blue belt for a while, and yeah.
I mean, I still do that, but I couldn't remember if I'd required any faster factories for it.
So already I am like in the alerts. I noticed that we're getting both deuterium and hydrogen, so I'm gonna go run off to a gas giant and do it. Do you remember which gas giant you tapped last? Like, which one should I go to? Jupiter, maybe, or?
Jupiter, yeah. Building. Nope. Items. Blue goop. There's so many of these towers. It's so annoying when I go to click drag something. I need to click and hold for like a couple of seconds before dragging, otherwise it just like fucks up. Could you not just like set an alarm on the assembly machines to be like it's not working properly, or does those alarms?
I don't think that assembly machines.
Oh fuck, those alarms suck.
Yeah, they can't actually have an alarm.
No, there's no. You can turn alarm on, but I've got an alarm on just now for. You can see it pops up, and it's like, oh, there's something wrong with your thruster, but you know what it is? You know the problem?
No.
The problem is that it's just the output belt's full.
That's useless.
I know. I wonder.
The fact that we can't do blueprints on gas giants is just so frustrating, because like you have, it's so tedious. I just want to like place them, and then I can just like fly by them while like looking at another screen, or, you know, read Reddit. But no, I gotta. It's out of building range. It's too far away for you to click the button now. You've got to wait. And you got to wait for your bots. You were just whining about this not too long ago. You got to wait for your bots because they aren't as fast as you while you're in sail mode. We're basically, I'm not sail mode, but like flight hover mode is, we're faster than they are. And you can't do a drive-by. Ugh.
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 Indeed. I forget what I was doing now. Oh yeah, I was looking for a factory that takes something with 2 inputs. Okay, that's got... Okay, this has 2 inputs and 1 output. But it's also sharing belts, which I don't like. Because that is a 1-to-1 on magnets, so sharing belts is not a good idea. Unless we double it up, I guess. How many is this? It's 160. Okay, that's a lot. I only need 80, so I need half of that. The length is fine, but I don't want it like that. Oh, did I really not? Oh well. Guess I'll make one. Frustrating. So that's 3 inputs. Just double check I wasn't being stupid. It goes down by 8 and then across.
It also seems really arbitrary that you can't place these anywhere except the equator. Like, why?
It does seem arbitrary. There's literally no reason. I think it's just so that you're forced to tap multiple gas giants.
Yeah, but then why not just change the base number on them or something? And change the price of orbital collectors? I don't know. Like, just doesn't make sense.
I think it's because, like, if you were to change the base number, then you would have to place a lot of them.
Well, then they should change the base number of the opposite direction, so you only have to place, like, 1. Put them on the north and south pole. Done. You know? Easy.
Well, that's what we call balance in Arumba. There's a balance between how many they want you to place down and how many planets they want you to go to. Okay, I need 2 inputs to 1 output. Two inputs. A factory. One output. Okay. So if I can only get 3 of them to fit, the outputs are pointless because you have to stack the outputs. We could share inputs. Oh, yeah, we should share inputs.
Another trick you could use if you're having issues with trying to make it fit within a belt thing. I have to place 2 more of these and I'll come back and show you. It's kind of a... I'll give you a hint and you probably figure it out by the time I get there. But you remember in Factorio when we could do, what was it called? Underground belt splicing or something like that? Weaving. Underground belt weaving.
Alright, yeah.
Would that help you? Because I learned we could do that. It's kind of cool. I'm coming home. Earth?
I'm coming home.
You on Earth?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, there's a way that you can do belt weaving. God damn it, I ran out of power and I couldn't warp all the way.
For fuck's sake.
It's not my fault. The robots couldn't keep up and then they like drain your power. The more of them are trying to catch you, the quicker your power drains. By the way, we have a red ring now because of the mercury.
Hey, nice.
That looks way better. Although the one ring is super bright.
Oh, for some reason it's not showing me on the Oh, there we go. Yeah, the white one is so... I think there's just a ton of things in it. But yeah, the red ones... And the blue one. The blue one's covered as well. Earth's doing the blue one. Oh, Mercury's doing the blue one as well at the moment. Oh, no, it's doing the red one, sorry. Earth's doing the white one. And Mercury's doing the red and the blue.
Alright, let me see if I can remember how to do this. You want... Let's say you want 2 feeds, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would go feed number 1. Comes out and goes like wherever. Feed number 2 goes out and up to here. And then stays here. And then you go with a splitter. Like this. And you feed it in. Feed it in. And you feed it out. And you feed it out. And do you have this set up at all? You don't. Well, I'm gonna just put junk in it because I want to show it. You kind of got to see it to... And then you can filter the bottom. If we have, say, copper coming out of that one and iron coming out of that one. Right now, copper's on the bottom row, right?
Okay, yeah.
Hey, they're coming. Sec. You'll have to decide if this is actually worth the effort or not, but it's just like belt weaving in Factorio. Sorry, I'm that, and then...
I'm so confused as to what's happening here.
It'll make sense in a sec. There. A weave. Can you see it?
No.
Notice how there's iron on the top belt, then iron on the bottom belt, then iron on the top belt?
So, okay, so...
So it's a weave. You can make it so that the... Say that you've got a...
Right, okay, so it's like that.
And you can have an assembly machine that, like, is between it. I lack the item to build this one, because I'm using better ones than that. But you can... Unfortunately, these splitters are still like the 3x3 entity instead of the 1x1, so it might not be as easy to actually utilize. Remember how the vertical one...
Yeah.
But you can do that, and it's a thing that exists, and it's interesting. All you do is just alternate the filter, and it basically... It'll flip them every time.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the epitome of more hassle than it's worth.
Well, fine. I'm gonna take my setup and go
Listen,
build it with blackjack and hookers without you somewhere.
It's cool that you can do that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a belt weave. Anyway, what's I doing? I just added some more deuterium and hydrogen on Jupiter. I think it was deuterium. I hope it was deuterium on Jupiter.
Yeah, for input belts, I can stack them. Steejo, you can stack them. You can stack input belts. Come on, you know this.
What? You can stack input belts? What do you mean?
Output belts are a nightmare to stack.
Yeah, true.
Input belts are not a nightmare to stack.
True, yeah. Anyway, I was gonna do science, and then I noticed that we were out of hydrogen. We're still low on hydrogen. And deuterium.
God.
I guess what I'm gonna do is just go do that again. Not a particularly enjoyable thing to spend time doing, but if we need hydrogen, then we need hydrogen, so... I'm gonna just... I am being provided with... orbital collectors. This is the argument for having the distribution hubs that I mentioned earlier that you didn't like and deleted, is that we only have 10 bots for each one of these entities, and they are...
I didn't like it. I literally placed another one down. I just didn't like where you placed it.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't like it, so... And, but if you have more, if you have the hubs, then it doesn't matter where you are on the planet, they get to you a lot faster, and then they also kind of spread it out. They distribute, you know, they literally distribute it to each other.
Yeah. No, it's cool. Make it so.
No. No, I don't wanna. Nope.
I didn't have any robots. I tried to place one, but I didn't have any robots to actually place it.
I swear I put down bot production and I can't find it at all. Did I do it? I think I did. I swear I did.
I'm sure you must have. Okay, so...
We're launching absolutely nothing at the planet, at the sun anymore.
Why is that?
I don't know. Because they're not making them anymore. There's, There's only 6. Just 6. There's, looks like there's no quantum chips or deuteron fuel rods.
Hmm. Yes, they need to be stacked. Okay. God. Delete. And I want a.
How do we have no
201
Kimberlite?
Piler?
Oh gosh, this is why. Oh my god, I feel dumb. So the fact that we had no coal, we were mining coal from the planet, and Earth doesn't have coal anymore. Or, yeah, has basically none. 3,000 left. And that's why... that's why green science has, like, stopped. So there was just no coal.
Oh,
or no diamonds, because coal into diamonds was supposed to be happening and didn't.
Ah, okay.
Oh dear.
That needs to be there.
I think we need to tap more coal. Like, I think we're still just out of coal.
Right.
Crap. God damn it. There's just always something, man. Always something.
I mean, there wouldn't be a game if it wasn't always something.
I'm off to Wolf 359.
Okay. Tap some more coal, are you?
I'm gonna tap whatever the hell I can find. Can't see what's there yet, because we can't get any damn signs done.
It's just like a weekend for you, isn't it? Okay, so that needs that and copper there, and then an input here. And that's copper there. That as well.
Wolf 359, fractal silicon, kimberlite, or fire ice.
Nice. That's actually some decent.
Only 300,000 coal though. But kimberlite is the other thing that you can use to make diamonds, so.
Yeah, instead of coal.
Yeah, so that kind of works.
I need spray quarters. Always spray quarters, man. Always need spray quarters. Remember when we didn't have any spray quarters? Power for spray quarters? And you were all like, oh man, we've got no power for all these spray quarters. And now look at us, we've got power and spray quarters.
I forgot to bring power.
What about spray quarters? I still have no Tesla towers. I'm assuming that that's just because for some fucking reason. Oh no. My inventory's full. Yeah, I'm assuming that for some reason we've whatever the thing is that makes Tesla towers just is not hooked up to produce Tesla towers. Not hooked up to whatever new copper solution that we've got now.
I also forgot to bring foundation. Dang it. Flew out all the way out here for no reason.
Oh my god. Can I just request whatever you need? Just place down a... Oh, you've got no power. Oh no, you can still place down a logistics thing and request it.
This planet's pole is all kinds of messed up.
Did I ask in what way?
It's the grid is so weird.
Oh. Right, now let's take a copy of you boys. And... Is it there? You're there, okay. That's all of that. Right, now let's goop it all. Now we need power, and then... Yeah, it's 4 and then a tower. Okay, so... How's your party on a different planet?
It's fun. I'm almost done. I'll have to... I hope that I can just get enough power with, wind. I have a little bit of wind, but I didn't bring solar, and solar's way better here. So, we shall see. I don't know.
4 of these. Still don't have enough Tesla towers. Come on. No, not 200. Give me 100. Oh, we discovered
Yay.
kimberlite ore.
Hey, kimberlite.
Look at us.
We got fire ice in here, and we got kimberlite.
That's impressive. Got some kimberlite. Okay, how many was it that I needed? 40 of these. Is that 16?
Okay, well. That's a planet here tapped. I don't think we're set up. Are we set up to request kimberlite? Looks like no.
Yeah, there's something that does kimberlite. One of your things does kimberlite.
Yeah, but I don't think it's actually set up to request, or it doesn't have warpers, or some other bullshit, because I'm not seeing the kimberlite get taken, even though there's 10,000 here now.
Oh. Let me finish what I'm doing and then I'll check for you. Okay. It is the green science thing.
Yep. That's right.
So let me go and check that. LSTM. Green science. Supply. Oh, it's actually quicker for me to go this way across the planet. That's crazy. It's quicker for me to go across the pole than it is for me to go round the planet to get to the green science. Kimberlite, local demand, remote demand. Oh, it's already got all the kimberlite that it needs, apparently.
Oh, awesome. Then why did we get the achievement for it?
I have no idea. Oh yeah, it's because you cut off the kimberlite and we started using coal instead.
Right, but are we actually processing any of that or no?
No, that's what I'm saying now. I'll just I'll swap it back over. We're now using the kimberlite in a Mark 1 arc smelter. I don't know if that arc smelter is fast enough for this, but
I'm sure it's fine.
do I have a Mark 2 on me? I don't think so. Oh, I thought I changed that so I wasn't asking for 50 fucking orbital collectors. Yeah, it seems like they're all working fine. I'm assuming that you worked out the ratios for these. Yeah, so we're now using the kimberlite for green science.
But is it
I don't
actually
know.
hooked up? Because I have 2 green science setups, and one of them I think is still wrong and bad.
Well, that one's definitely hooked up now. I don't know where the other one is then.
Okay.
I'll look. No, there's only one supply for green science. Oh, that's a supply and a demand one. Let's go and see what that is. Oh, okay, that's the warpers. Yeah. The warpers are on local demand remote supply for green science.
Local demand remote supply. Yeah, that's to bring over. Yeah, that sounds right, isn't it? No? Yes?
Sure, I guess. Yeah, I don't know where else uses kimberlite. Unless let's just see. Yeah, the only thing that requests kimberlite is this one tower. And it's full. Well, it's getting some now. It's asking for some now. So there's something else that's using diamonds that uses coal instead of kimberlite.
Okay. So we got fractal silicon on second Wolf 359 planet. That's tapped now. I'm heading home. Hopefully this time I remember to actually take power with me so I can, do this quicker and easier. What we really need is to get science working, because if you look at the upgrades, ore consumption / minor products 78%. Like, if we upgrade and get enough white, we can make that number go infinitely small, and just multiply the amount of available resources by, infinite.
Yeah. So we've got the coal coming in, so that's bumped up that other thing, the diamonds.
Okay, we just need to get enough green science being made that we actually have the ability to do all the rest of the science facts that require green, and then we can ignore them forever and just use white science facts from now on. Because every research after that, it's just white.
The green thing is getting made.
Can I show you something cool?
Sure.
Alright. Let me see if I can remember how to do it, and then I'll tell you when I'm ready, okay?
Okay. Yeah, microcrystalline components are, we just need more production of them, it seems. Yeah, it seems like we need more production of microcrystalline components, which are... I think there are 2 input, 1 output? Which means I should be able to paste it quite easily.
Okay, it's happening. Watch the Dyson sphere. Tell me when you see it.
What's happening?
Watch it.
Oh, it's moving. It's rotating.
Yeah. You can change the orientation of the layers on a whim, and the whole thing will just shift position.
Oh, that was really cool.
So right now I've told them to all line up, so they're going to be just in three concentric circles, like just lined up with each other.
Oh,
so you can see how they're deviating now from the orbit.
Yeah, that's so cool.
This massive structure that you can just tell to like be different. Cool, yeah?
Cool. How are we doing for the actual structure layers? Oh, number 2 is nearly done. What is it, about 490 from being finished?
Oh good, that green science tower is making all of its stuff. Now we'll have tower number 2. Green science tower 2. I added a second.
Ah, we're real short on copper.
I think it's a copper smelting problem because I just tapped multiple sources of copper and I noticed that nothing was really requesting them. It's just processing.
Yeah, I think I need to go back to Mars. No, for some fucking reason, I've still got space warpers filling up my inventory.
None for me.
I have no idea. Yeah, but you've been miles away. I've got no idea why space warpers are currently getting put into my inventory.
I swear I did add another green, didn't I? This planet is too big. It is so easy to just get lost.
I wonder if it is just placing down logistic stations, warpers getting transferred to it, and then deleting the logistic station. I don't feel like I deconstruct logistic stations that often, though. Maybe I do.
Wait, did I accidentally place down a second purple and not a second green? I think I did. Or no, I was gonna place it down and then I didn't have enough foundation. That's what it was.
Okay, what do I not have? I don't have enough Tesla towers yet. Oh, okay, I can make more Tesla towers. There we go. Everything else seems fine. How much belt have I got? I've got 950. Okay, that should do. Right, back to Mars. So
Error.
I made more. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. The error that, like, makes thousands of errors per second. Nope, never mind, it's gone. Everything's fine.
Oh, okay.
That was weird.
I'm in space, so don't blame me.
Just because it's not your fault doesn't mean I'm not going to blame you.
Not true. It's actually crazy seeing all the Dyson spheres align, like in space.
Isn't that
We've
sweet?
got the red, white, and blue now. Look at that.
Yeah.
The
also,
white
I noticed that
extremely dense.
our angle is not like perfect. Like it was basically at 0 degrees, 30 degrees, and 60 degrees, or like 0, 30, negative 30. It should really be 0, 45, and negative 45 if we wanted it to be like a perfect.
Yeah, I don't know why it's.
Because I did it wrong.
Like
I did it wrong.
Right, okay.
Because I specified this. Here, I'll orient the sphere. To change it, by the way, you literally just go to the anchored structure layers and then just change it. Just edit the number in the top right corner, and it'll just adjust. So I'll put the orbit inclination for the first one at 0. The second one will be at 45. And the third one will be at 90. And that should actually give us the proper angle.
Can I do that with the component swarm?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I mean, I can change it, but
Try it. Just do what I did. Do 0.
will they start moving? No, it just makes a new one. Like,
yeah, that makes sense. Well, let's like orient it properly so that it has this symmetry, and then.
So 0, 45, and 135.
No, you want 90. Because 0 will be horizontal, and then 45 will go 45 up in like on the left side and 45 down on the right side, and then 90 would be vertical, wouldn't it? Or is it 60? I think actually no, hold on. Isn't it 0, 60, and 120? That's what we want.
That's what we.
No, we were. Was it?
Yeah.
What is it?
So we're fine. Like 45s are if you've got 4 layers.
360 divided by 3 is 120. So shouldn't it be every 120? It should be 0, 120, and essentially 240. But you can't go 240 because it can only go up to 180. But yeah, I think
dude,
it's.
I'm on fucking Mars and warpers just shit out of me because I didn't have enough fucking space.
Nice.
Inventory's full. Retrieve some storage items.
Nice. Well, whatever the damn number is, I think it should be
I don't
0
know
and
what shitty
180.
mod is delivering.
0 and 80 are the same number, essentially. So it should be 120 divided by 3. So maybe, is it supposed to be 0, 40, and 80? No, that wouldn't make sense. 0. I swear it should be 0, 60, and 120. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, but I guess, I don't know. I'm losing my mind.
It doesn't look right though.
Well, it's not in position yet.
No,
Layer
I mean,
0.
I'm looking at the regular. No, actually, no. The regular component swarm. That does look right. Yeah. The 0, 60, and 180. Oh, wait, no. 3 is still set to 45. Let me change that back to 60. Do we not have... Oh, I need 5 goopers, which needs microcrystalline components. Microcrystalline components are things that I do not have. I need fucking stone, man. Stone!
Well, the nice thing about the sphere is we can just keep on screwing with the number till it looks right. And whatever. I'm not gonna think about it anymore. Making me feel dumb. Can't figure out how to divide a 360-degree circle into a sphere into
Right, no,
equal thirds.
I think I had it right. I need so many smelters and there was none on Earth.
You know that none of these distribution things are gonna work if we don't have the bots. Like, they don't do anything. They need to have bots.
I know I didn't have any bots.
Yeah, and I don't have any bots either. What are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about this situation?
They're a great exercise in futility then.
Yes, exactly.
Come on, bring me some stone.
I'm busy. I'm not gonna bring you stone right now, I'm busy.
Not you. I mean, unless you've got goopers, because I need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Like 5 goopers and like 130 fucking smelters. There we go.
I think I figured out why I'm not getting any electrical poles. Somehow I've contaminated the magnetic coil line with magnets. Whoops.
You contaminated the magnetic coil line with magnets. That's not ideal.
Yeah, no, I did it wrong. Whoops. Done something very bad and wrong. This is also messed up blue science. God, everything's bad. This base is awful. Who built this nonsense?
I'm pocket crafting a lot of stuff for no fucking reason. I have an actually idiotic amount of space workers right now. How does local demand remote storage make any sense?
That's if
On
if you're making it on the planet, or like you have another thing bringing it in, you don't want it to be taken away from that planet. You're taking it from like a requester, but then you don't want to then further provide it elsewhere. It makes sense. There's circumstances where.
Oh, so you still need like one on the planet that's got remote demand.
Yeah, you're importing them, but then not allowing them to get exported again. Yep. And you don't want every tower to be requesting because they don't need, you know, later on when you have logistic vessel tech and they can carry 2,000 at once, you don't want them bringing in a shipment of 2,000 warpers to each station.
Mm.
In the early game, it's not as relevant because they can only move like 200 at a time, but that tech is infinite, so. Okay, so this is actually supposed to be copper. Of course it is.
Was that on my thing, or?
No, I just messed something up, apparently.
Oh.
Alright, trying to make all the old crap still work instead of just deleting it and starting fresh. Proving to be frustrating.
Oh, the red, white, and blue is pretty cool, though, when you're flying back into it. I just squiffed off the sun there. I was warping directly through the sun, and he just like went right round it. Oh, I actually happened to land right at the position that I needed to land in. That is nuts.
Yeah, so the angle still looks wrong again on the thing, doesn't it? Or does that look symmetrical to you now? I guess that, I don't know. I think it's right, but it doesn't like look perfect because they're different orbit lengths. Each layer of the sphere can't be the same height, so it's like slightly off, but I think that is right.
Look at the other things then. Look at the swarm, because that's the exact same angle.
Is it?
Yeah, so if that makes sense for you then.
Okay. Thought we had it wrong at first, but I guess I'm just dumb. Very possible.
Sometimes LSTM just does not send you to the right place.
Yeah.
Because I just asked it to find me microcrystalline components, and it took me to a completely wrong
I think there's lag on the interface is the issue.
logistic station.
Yeah, you gotta like click and then I've noticed like when you pull it up, if you click and try to click too quick, it just doesn't do it right. You gotta like click and let it sit for a second as it finds it. Just like laggy. Right.
Oh, what the fuck's in my inventory now that I don't really need? There's a lot of shit that I don't really need.
Ken, let's see, who brought us in today? I know we're a minute early, but I need a break. Was it you or me? Did you get it right? This is the second time you got it wrong, right? I think that's what happened?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Thanks.
Consistency.
No, I aim for it. I aim for that bit of consistency.
Good. Good stuff. Alright. You gonna do it?
No.
Why not?
Sure. Alright guys, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steejo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
See you soon.